Well, how about if I really feel like I want to scream and make noise, I could just go. It's good enough. Guys! I think I'm going into labour. Thank you.
No, you didn't prank us because no one fell for it.
Oh, okay. What's good, Fizz fam? Hope you're having a great day. Let us know what is good about your day in the comment section down below. So guys, I tried to pull off a prank then and it was pretty poor, wasn't it? Very, very lame.
You didn't prank us because no one fell for it.
Oh, I've been wanting to do a little prank on the family for ages and I think I'm going to have to wait a couple more days now for them to find it more believable because loads of you guys have been saying, Mummy Fizz, you need to do I'm going into labour or my waters have broken prank. So as I am going to be going into labour pretty soon, I've got like 1 week left until the due date. I feel like I could keep trying to do this prank every day and they'll just keep falling for it because it could happen any day now. But then it could be one of those situations when it's the boy that cried wolf and then they won't believe him when they actually do. So I need to be careful with that, guys. Talking about going into labour, guys, today we'll be getting the house all ready for the home birth for B to come. So if you didn't know this, guys, I'm planning on giving birth at home. So basically today I've been like going around like a crazy woman, getting together all the things in the house which we don't really need. We've actually been collecting a lot of stuff lately, things that we've bought for videos which we've previously filmed. I've just had some extra stuff that I don't need anymore. So we've popped them in these bags over here. So we've got, wow, 4 bags so far. And they're gonna be going to the charity shop. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Oh my goodness, I have literally got such a bad baby brain at the moment. But I have got a good excuse for that because apparently a couple of weeks before you go into labour, my brain is now reverting to, I can't explain it, but I'm more involved in emotions and feelings. So when the baby's born, I can be really in tune to her and know what she wants because she's not going to be able to tell me. So I've kind of got a good excuse here. Anything that needs like thinking and stuff, we'll be like, Daddy Fizz, you do it. Today I thought Sienna had a beatboxing class and she had the dentist and I was like really trying to problem solve how we were going to make it and do it, and then I suddenly like realised it was actually tomorrow.
I thought you said yesterday, and this morning said, I thought you said yesterday it's 2 days.
I know.
2 days until beatboxing. I was like, okay, that's nice. I don't get how we're going to be able to do the dentist and beatboxing. I was like, okay, you're ready, babe.
It's actually tomorrow you're going to the dentist.
Are you sure about that, Mum?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Positive?
Yeah.
Positively positive?
Basically, all I can focus on is that I'm about to give birth and have a baby. So today, that is why I've been sorting the house out. And then later on, guys, I'm going to go into some more detail and give you a little bit of a tour of how we're planning and making the home, like home birth prepared, if that makes sense, guys.
Before we go to the charity shop, it is that time again. You guys have to go and follow Treasure Others on Instagram. And then what we're going to be doing is putting a little post on there exactly like this.
Ooh, giveaway.
Comment below if you want to win a medium unisex Toby tee in berry, which is this one here. Look at this. You could be wearing some of the softest merchandise known to the human race. Just by going and follow Treasure Others, make sure it's your size, comment, we're going to pick a winner within 24 hours. Good luck. Oh yeah, nice.
I would have my clothes on, but all of my Toby t-shirts are in the wash and it's too hot. It's too warm for Toby hoodies.
Oh, naughty mummy. You haven't even done the washing. I mean, call pregnancy some sort of excuse. Right, I better for a quick side note, just for anybody who's new, okay? I'm very respectful to my fiance over here, okay? Sometimes the sarcasm reaches levels which is a bit,
Okay, we're now at the charity shop. Charity shop. I was trying to get myself out of the car there. Now here's some of the stuff we have. A lot of stuff. Here's where the toys are probably gonna go.
got one more bag as well, there you go.
Thanks, bye. That was success.
Quickly, just get out of here. Come Come on.
Daddy Fizz is really making us happy, saying we need to quickly wheel spin off because...
I didn't know what was in those bags.
Okay, so I don't know if you caught me, but I said to the lady, Daddy Fizz said there's clothes in there and toys, and I also said there's some random things in there as well to ease the blow for when she opens up a box and discovers the fake pregnancy belly in there. We don't need that anymore, and I just thought, well, what are we going to do with this? So let's donate it to the charity shop.
Do you know what though?
What?
If there's any place in the whole world where someone's going to be really pleased about getting one of those from a charity shop, it's going to be Brighton.
It is,
I bet you, literally they'll put that on display and it'll probably sell within a matter of minutes.
Yeah, I know.
won't it?
Yeah.
Back in the Creation Station 3.0 now, guys, and I had to quickly turn this vlog camera on because I caught the pregnant lady eating this, so it's very good, high iron, isn't it? Molasses. Let's have a little smile. Oh, you've licked it all off now.
No, this is, well, if any of you guys are pregnant or, I don't know, you want more iron in your diet, molasses.
Yeah, that's the one where everyone's going to turn into a meme.
Oh no, don't be so mean.
Moments later.
Big my teeth now, guys. And now I'm going to talk about the home birth, which I'm planning on having in Creation Station 3.0. I've never had a home birth before, guys, so I don't know how it's going to pan out, but I've got all these ideas and these expectations of how I want it to go. I'm sure it's going to go really, really well, but you never know because giving birth can be, what's the word, unpredictable at times. There are two important things about home birth. Number one is making sure that your home or the area in your home where you're going to give birth is cozy and comfortable and feels private and secure. And secondly, I feel like the second important thing about home birth to consider is making sure that you don't absolutely ruin your house and make a mess. So coming to me and Daddy Fizz's bedroom, this is where I'm planning on giving birth to Sienna. Obviously, I probably maybe...
Not Sienna.
Giving birth to little B, also now known as Karma, because we named her yesterday. So this is where I'm planning on giving birth to B. And I feel like this is the perfect room because it's really, really spacious. This is where I go to at night time to relax with Daddy Fizz. You know, we have cuddles in here, we read books. It's just I feel like the bedroom is like the hub of the home, and I feel like she's gonna be sleeping in here. So it makes sense that she comes into the world in this room. But obviously, like I said, I may probably move it all around the house and, you know, end up in the garden at certain points. But this is where I'm planning on delivering her. So we've got all this open space here in the room, which I feel is like really good. If I felt like I needed to get on the floor, move around. I feel like this floor is ideal because it's wooden. I'll show you in a bit how I'm going to protect some of the house because it can be a little bit messy, but it's not as messy as you think it is, like what they show in films. It's not that bad, guys. On films they show it to be an absolute horror movie. And then obviously we've got this lovely king size bed here, which is really comfy, really spacious. If I feel like I need to lay down, do some rocking, changing positions. And underneath the sheet, I have two mattress protectors. So I have one like thick mattress protector, which came with the mattress. And then also I've got a waterproof mattress protector on here as well. But then I've also got some like sheets and old towels and even two shower curtains, which I can lay out on the bed if I wish. I've already got these crib set up here for when she comes into the world and put her on, but that's not really to do with the bathroom, that's more afterwards. You can check out our nursery tour if you want to as well. In here though, I do have a few little things for the home birth. I've got my little home birthing kit here with some like essential oil spray, some clary sage this is going to be nature's gas and air. Basically, this is my birthing survival kit, got some socks and stuff. So like Daddy Fizz knows that this is all here, so if I can't think in the moment, like he can come and get all this stuff. So we've got this little area in here. I'm not planning on coming here to give birth, but then every now and then I do think, imagine if I just want to close the door and just be on my own for a little bit, because they do say when you give birth, you really seek privacy and stuff. So I thought, you never know, if I find it too overwhelming, I could just come in here and close it, but ideally I'd like to keep this room like free from any birthing fluids and stuff. Over here, this is what really sold it to me about this house, about giving birth, because before we moved in, I was planning on going to the hospital, but then when we moved into this house, I just thought it was so beautiful. Creation Station 3.0, it just felt like the right place to give birth, and one of the main reasons for that is because of our bathroom. In here, we have this ginormous bath, which I feel like pretty much is the perfect birthing pool. I'm getting to show you. The midwife actually had a home visit and she checked all the place out and she said, yeah, this would be really good. I'm not necessarily planning on giving birth to B, or Karma, I have to really get used to saying Karma now, in this bath. But I think it will really help like during labour, because labour is not like just pushing the baby. Labour's like full on, you know, like cramps and contractions for a long time. So it may be really nice just to be in here, fill the bath up, some bubble bath, and just, you know, lounge in the bath. Daddy Fizz can even come in here with me and like massage my back or cuddle me. and it'll just be really nice, like, that he can come in. And if there's any like kind of emergency I need to get out, I don't feel like the bath is like going to be too deep for that, if you know what I mean. And then over here we also have this like really big open plan shower bit. Now I know that some women find showers really relieving when they're in labour, like it helps with their backache and their stomach. So I can just use a shower as well and like have showers. I can put the water on my back, like that would be really nice. And then some women also love sitting on the toilet. So I've even got the toilet here, which I can sit on if that feels relieving. And then what I love about this bathroom as well is that there's underfloor heating. So that will just make the room feel nice and warm. We can have the towel radiator on as well. So when Karma is born, she's got like a nice warm towel to wrap around her and for me as well. So I don't know what you think about this bathroom, guys, but I think it's absolutely amazing to give birth in. It's just got everything in here. However, you're probably wondering like how I'm going to protect the house, because sometimes when you give birth, you can, like your waters break. They don't often break before you give birth, you know, they often break during labour. Like I remember with Mia and Sienna, like halfway through my labour, some water gushed out. So obviously we're going to try and make sure like I don't make a mess in the house. Also you can lose some blood. And then this is like just general, like sometimes you can be sick and sometimes you can even put yourself in labour. So how are we going to stop myself from messing this beautiful house up? Come downstairs, guys. So in our spare bedroom, there is a little supply of things which the midwife told me to get. 2 buckets. So one bucket can be for putting in like dirty towels or sheets or just like a bit of a rubbish bin, that's what they said. And then I thought this one could be perhaps a sick bucket in case I feel sick. I don't feel like I'm going to make a big mess. I don't think that's going to happen. Well, I know I'm going to be really relaxed and really enjoying it, but it's just nice to have these things on hand for the midwives. I've also got told to buy these maternity mats, which are a bit like mats which you buy if you like your child wets and stuff at night time. So after I give birth or maybe during, they may like slip some of these underneath me. So I've got these, which are really protective. I've also got a big roll of kitchen roll here. You never know if kitchen roll is really handy. Then I've got the shower curtains, which perhaps they might lay out on the bed. Some plain shower curtains because I think that they're waterproof. They also said you could go in a DIY shop and get loads of like waterproof like sheet things which people use for, you know, like what some people put over their cars. You can get that, but I've just got this for the moment. And then I've got a big bundle of old towels here, and then I've got a big thick grey sheet here which I may put on the bed and take off the white sheet because I feel like the white sheet will get stained really easily. Other old sheets here and mattress protectors. I've got a big old sheet here as well. And then here I've got some pillows. I've got some more upstairs. These are just spare pillows, what we've got. And I thought they might be nice to lay out on the floor if I wanted to lean on the floor or just for extra support on the bed. Or how about if I really feel like I want to scream and make noise, I could just go. And the pillow's good enough. Nobody can hear it and the neighbours won't get annoyed. No, I'm really joking, guys. I doubt I'm going to be screaming in that, but I just thought that'd be quite nice if I really felt like I could just do it on the pillows. But I did read in my book though, some women's labours can be really slowed down, and if they've got something that they want to release, apparently, it's the lady said who wrote the book, she said if you feel like screaming or crying or making a noise, do it in a pillow and really release it, so that might come in handy. And as for the rest of the house, guys, we've got, the floors are all really, apart from this room, this is the only room with a carpet. So the rest of the house has got all this lovely floorboarding on it. In the kitchen, we've also got tile. So if I am walking around the house and maybe perhaps I am leaking a bit of fluid, sounds so weird talking to you guys like this, but obviously this is what is going to happen, then it can be wiped up. So I'm sure Darren and the midwives will like get a bucket out and mop it up. And then also when I'm walking around, and now I probably will be wearing like maternity pads and I'll have clothes on as well. So I don't feel like it's going to be messy, but I just want to be prepared because I'm one of those people like to keep a really clean and organised house. So that was one of the things I did have to consider. Like the safety aspect of giving birth at home, I was absolutely fine with, but it's just like the mess part. I had to like work it out and kind of assess it and think, is it actually going to be like a big deal or not? Because some women actually like going to the hospital because they can just make a mess there and then leave and then come back to their clean home. But I actually like the thought of being here and then be able to jumped straight back into my bed and being in my home. So I had to like kind of weigh up the pros and cons of this. I feel like there's way more pros of giving birth at home. Now for the girls and for Daddy Fizz and the midwives, and possibly for me if I feel like eating, we've got a good supply of snacks here because it's nice for the midwives to be able to have some food to have, and the guys. So far we've got like loads of popcorn and sweets. We've got some energy bars. I've got some hobnobs. Some of these are actually left over from our 24 hours in the cinema room, which is really handy. We've got tea and coffee for the midwives, even though I realised that I'd already bought decaf. So I'm not sure how they're going to feel about that. Maybe I have to get in some caffeine. They might be dying for like a caffeinated drink. And then also we're going to have, oh yeah, in our fridge over here, I also have a huge supply of coconut water because these have got electrolytes in. So if I don't feel like eating and I can't eat for a long time, this will give me like the right amount of energy and restore my lost electrolytes. I think that's it really, guys. We're going to plan to get some films for the girls set up on Netflix. And we're gonna make the living room like super cozy for them as well. And like, so they've got something to do. And if they wanna dip into like the labour and the birthing, they can, but then they can be in the cinema room and like have a good time in there as well. They're gonna obviously have all the snacks. Yeah, I feel like that's it. This is how we prepared the home. We're gonna make it still feel like home, but there's some extra little precautionary things to protect the house. And then loads of all the cozy elements in there as well. I did buy a really nice big candle as well, but the midwife said that I wouldn't be able to burn that in case I use gas and air. So that was another thing that I was gonna do. I was gonna make a little candle shrine and like have little affirmations written around it, but I haven't actually had any affirmation printed out, so I'm actually going to put some of those on the wall maybe to look at. I know the bedroom's going to look really cozy anyway because we've got the dimming lights, we have a nice bit. It's just going to be really lovely. I feel at home in our house, and that's the most important thing, so that I have a nice, easy, enjoyable labour because I'll feel safe and relaxed here.
That's going to be the end of today's video. Don't forget to head on over to Treasure Others Instagram to be in with a chance of winning. It was going to be the the berry unisex in medium for this giveaway, wasn't it? So go head over there, but we're still doing giveaways all the time on there, so just follow that, comment when it's your size, your colour, what you want, etc. If you're new around here, click subscribe, join the Fizz, make a video every single day. We'll see you tomorrow. Stay busy.